Thursday puzzle, looking for something tricky, something interesting, something a little special. It's the crossword. It's all with Steve. My name is Steve. Louise, Vera completed this one, created this one, constructed this one. I'm going to solve it. What do we have here? A molecule stores energy in the body. ATP. Learned that in science class. Let's see. Result of scandal going viral. Is a cover-up? I don't know. Booster for a dragster? I don't know. Nitro. Hebrew leader. Aleph, the first letter in the Hebrew alphabet. Maybe. Oh, let's go with nicknames the same for 400. It's a Jeopardy clue. Bruce Springsteen, Lance Armstrong, and Melissa McCarthy are the boss. Bruce Springsteen is the boss. I don't know what Lance or Melissa would be. Nicknames the same. The boss. Who's the boss? Who's the boss? That's I get it. It was a comedy. That was a TV show back before, way before 2016. But there we go. All right. Pre-med track. Precursors. AP Bio. It's a class taught in science. Again with the science. Do a collie's work. They herd. They're a herding dog. Talk like a tippler is to slaw. I don't know. Man and Superman was by George Bernard Shaw. I'm guessing Turbo is the booster for a tractor. Oh, to slur one's speech. Okay. Results of a scandal going viral is a PR disaster. A Honda luxury brand is Acura. Yes, Acura is made by Honda. Infiniti is made by what? Toyota, I think. Easy to get meds over the counter. Peacock competitor is Hulu. They're both streaming services. Halls is lugs. You pull something in. To go off is to erupt. Give me the Academy for 600. Alex, or Ken, sorry. Or Mayim. This was only the second animated film to be nominated for Best Picture after Beauty and the Beast. What's up? Because it's Jeopardy clues, so you have to answer in the form of a question. So there we go. Melissa McCarthy, I'm guessing, in a 2016 comedy. I guess she was the boss. Bruce Springsteen is the boss. Is Lance Armstrong the boss when he wasn't doping? I guess he was called the boss too. I don't know that one. So who's the boss? Because they asked the question, and that's the TV show. Who's the boss? Or it's a comment that you say, hey, who's the boss here? And then what's up? So Up was the film, and then to make it a question is what's up? Oh, all right, let's play. I'll take 10 extra 200. It means nothing. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Okay, so this one, yeah. So they're putting Ken in as the host, and then we have, there we go, and then what's up, and what? So I was hoping they would all have different question words. We have what and what. All right, what do we have here? I'll try Painted Ladies for 1,000. This piece by impressionist Mary Cassatt shows two women enjoying a drink. I do not know my impressionist art. I knew she drew ballet slippers. Is all right. No, that was Degas. She drew, what did Mary Cassatt draw? I don't know. Oh man. Shows two women enjoying a drink. I don't know. Who are women? No. Who are, I don't know. All right, here we go. Oh, the Supreme Court justices. I'll do that one since I saw it. Is a nonette. There are 9 of them. Incredible work. Fantasy. I don't know. Greek letter that looks like a P is a rho. Not rent is to own. Bubbles are orbs. They are spheres. Incredible work is a bang-up job. Smashing. Yes, Hasbro word game with a 60-second hourglass is taboo. Comes with the hourglass and comes with the buzzer. Right? Every time you play taboo, somebody goes off with the buzzer. I haven't played that game in years. All right. Sea inlet surrounded by steep cliffs would be a fjord. At risk or one on jeopardy. In jeopardy. On jeopardy? The phrase is in jeopardy. Right? This is in jeopardy. I was in jeopardy, baby. At risk is at jeopardy, in jeopardy, on jeopardy. Kelly Ripa of morning TV. Savannah, pray you might eat a new if you're like a lion on the savannah. Ninja is a symbol of stealth. Dirty money is grift. Yes, doubled or tripled, something grew. Gumbo is a stew. A larrup is a whip. I don't know that, but I think we have WH for the questioning words, so that works. Guile is cunning. I'm not sure. Emiratis are Arabs, United Arab Emirates. If you live there, you're a native of that country, you're an Emirati. Go like a geyser is to spew. In one's birthday suit, you are bare, you're not wearing anything. You is a source of poison. Didn't know that. Dr. Dre, the Grammy winner. Terrifying device for a field mouse. How about a rat trap? Guile, Ort? Larrup, is that whoop? Is it wop? Is it, oh, it's whap. It's whap. Whap. All right, okay, that makes sense. And guile is art. I thought it was like craftiness, like you're up to something that's not quite right. Craftiness, not like you're crafty, you're good with your hands. But I'm thinking that's that. Okay, what is I don't know. Does some strokes is swims. Oh, so it's what's not what is, but what's. What's I don't know. Amico, the gas brand, is that still around? Has a torch in the logo. Charlie's Angels were a trio. We have a trio, and a nonette is the next one. Duet. So we have like the grouping nouns in a row. Let's see. Nope. Swanky is hip is arty. I'm not sure. Sports and comedy. Oh, he was on first base. Who's who? I missed one. I like that. I like that. It's a small one, although what's up is equally small, so I guess that makes sense that they are, what do you call it? Symmetrically placed themers. So who's who? Right, who is the first base? If you don't know that sketch, oh, you got it. It's a part of American comedy lore. But yes, the first baseman's name was who. Terrifying sound for a field mouse. Hoot, hoot, hoot. Because owls will eat the field mouse. So you have terrifying device, terrifying sound. Poor field mice, man. They're really getting a tough time today in the puzzle. When repeated, the dance is the cha-cha. Although it's really the cha-cha-cha. But they don't call it the cha-cha-cha. They call it the cha-cha. Why is that? Because you don't cha-cha. It's 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. There's always a cha-cha-cha, not a cha-cha. Anyway, key ring. I'm not sure. What's the use? What's the tea? Oh, that makes sense. What's the tea? Like, hey, spill some tea. Give me some gossip. What's the tea? And two women enjoying a drink could be called the tea. I'm going to look that one up, but I think that's right. Let's see. Trebek, who once hosted, yes, it's Alex Trebek once hosted Jeopardy. Mount St. Not Mount St. Helens. That's in Washington State, Washington, U.S. Mount St. Blanc is the second highest mountain in Canada. Mount Saint. I don't know. I have to pronounce it in French. Maybe. Some list items are to-dos. What do we have here? Horatian work. Of circa 18 BC. Some sort of an ode on a Grecian urn. No, Horace. That's an ode. But Horace wrote odes. I just know that from crosswords. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see. It's something. So Roman. It's not the Aeneid, right? Let's see. Key ring on atoll is a ring. Very good of islands of keys. Thus, with a kiss. I die. Romeo's found out. Spoiler! Romeo dies. Try to win over is to coax. And word after kick is dumb is ass. You can be a dumbass. You can be a kick-ass. Mount St. Elias. Okay. Ars Poetica. I've heard of that. Poetic work. Poetic art, I guess. Swanky is posh. That's what that is. Let's see there. Muscle and Bone Doc is an orthopedist. Look at that. Ooh. Health and Human Services oversees the FDA. Health and Human Services is currently the secretary is I can't remember. It's that guy. Yeah, you know who it is. All right, winning scenario in a best of 3 game is win the first 2, and a winning scenario in a sweep 2. A winning scenario in a best of 3 game. I don't know. Sanctuary is a haven. Oh Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary. Okay, TV show existed before online media, despite what its name suggests. Huh. I don't know. Interesting. Cuba or Puerto Rico, so in islas, they're islands. Es una isla, because O, not E. O means or, so you use the singular. E would be and, then you would use the plural, so that's why Cuba or Puerto Rico is an island. Las Palmas, the capital of Canaries, that would be a plural noun. Yes, indeed. City on the Nile, Aswan. They made a dam there. Or a punny end of the joke, when a tight-knit group of signets votes, they vote Aswan. Ha ha ha, they vote as one. They vote Aswan. Okay. Loose-limbed, you are live. E-News existed before online media. It was the entertainment news, and now it's, what's hot. 2 of 2, 2 out of 2, 2 for 2. If you go 2 for 2, then there is no game 3. Okay, not many is a few. Transistor states these are on or off. Over yonder is afar. Ooh, foo? No. How about thar? As in like thar she blows, not higher, but thar. A drive off is shoo, shoo. Yeah, that works. A tech school will be an institute of technology. Cookie holder, you put your cookies in the tin or in the bin. Outdoor party area is the patio. Human to a robot is a meat bag. Oh my goodness, that's what they say when they slaughter us. Yes, we are a meat bag. I don't think the robots really think we're meat bags unless we teach them to. Then again, with AI, they probably found some work where people people write robots calling humans meatbags, and then they start calling us meatbags. Far from ashore is you're at sea, you're a sea. Word before rope or scare is a jump rope or a jump scare. Hippopotamus has a big jaw, and to escort informally is to be an usher, is to ush, and yeah! Woo! That was fun! All right, so Jeopardy is the theme. If you're not a Jeopardy watcher, especially if you're not a U.S. Person, so Jeopardy is a very, very well-known quiz show here in the States. It has by far the most questions of any quiz show. They don't prolong it and have dramatic long pauses. They keep it going. It's pretty fast-paced. You don't win millions of dollars unless you're one of a very, very few super champions that have done it. But it's a pretty big deal here in the States. And the gimmick is that they give you answers and you have to give the questions. Right, so you phrase your response in the form of a question. So I'll take tennis for 200, Ken. Ken Jennings is currently the host of Jeopardy. The longtime host was Alex Trebek. But now it's Ken Jennings, who was a record-setting champion on the show, and then he became. They brought him back for all these special tournaments, and now he's the full-time host. Anyhow, you pick the category and you pick the dollar amount, and then. So it means nothing is like a sentence, and so the answer is, because the category is tennis, right? And the category is tennis there. So it means nothing, so the answer is love, but you can't say love, you have to put it in the form of a question. So what is love? And that's the gimmick. Because no one ever say, what is love? And it means nothing. If you are ever in love with someone, what is love? It means nothing. Boy, that would be sad. But that is it. But it's also a phrase. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. It's a song, right? And then Who's the Boss is a phrase, and it's a TV show. But it nickname's the same. Apparently, Melissa McCarthy in a 2016 comedy was the boss. Lance Armstrong, the cycling champion, was known as the boss. I didn't know that. But Bruce Springsteen, famously, especially for me, because I live in New Jersey, and he's the man, was nicknamed the boss, and so there you go. So the answer is the boss, but as a question you have to say who's the boss or who is the boss. Similarly, Up is a movie. It was nominated for Best Picture. Great movie by Pixar. And so What's Up is also a phrase. Hey, what's up? All right, what's up? And then Who's Who, that's like the book that they would publish of all the famous people, or you could pay, $100 or whatever to be listed in the Who's Who among whatever subclass you have. But also they're really getting into U.S. culture here. The famous Abbott and Costello, the name of the sketch is the Who's On First sketch, and he's talking about a baseball player and who's on first. And lastly, if you want to gossip from somebody, you might say, hey, spill the tea. What's the tea? And apparently there is an impressionist painting by Mary Cassatt showing two women enjoying a drink, and it is named The Tea. And so we are going to broaden our artistic horizons. That is an artwork with which I am not familiar, and perhaps you are not as well. Let's bring Wikipedia and see if it knows the tea. The Terror, the teaching company, the Tea Party, the brand, the Tearsmith, the tea. Oh, goodness gracious. How about just the tea? Here it is. Oh, 5 o'clock tea, also referred to. Oil on canvas of two women having tea by the American Impressionist painter Mary Cassatt. Here it is. Oh, the role of gender in the painting has been the subject of differing interpretations among art historians. Interesting. Now, this one is sipping her tea. This one is not. She does not even have a teacup or a saucer in her hand. I'm not sure why I'm using this sort of an accent, considering Mary Cassatt was American, but she's drinking tea. And we notice this gloved lady over here with the raised pinky is properly enjoying her spot of tea. This one is not. She's thinking about something else. What is she thinking about? Is she looking at that urn over the fireplace? I don't know. Her hair is bobbed, as is hers, which was the style at the time. So there we go. That is the tea. You can find it in Boston. That is on the balcony, which is not the tea. This is, okay, I'm just finding some other things here. Luncheon. And Mary Cassatt, the cup of tea. Apparently Mary Cassatt really made a lot of tea. Or she painted a lot of tea. And that is Eugène Véron. Oh, wait, that's 5 or 6. And that is Henry Havard. Okay. But anyway, so what do we know? The confined interior as an evocation of the spatial and social constraints placed on women at the time. It might contain possibilities for empowerment, showing the agency that women exercise through sociability. The intention might always remain a mystery. Interesting. Yes, yes, yes. Art historians, feminist scholars such as Brode, emphasize Cassatt's work must be viewed within the context of her time. Who could disagree with that? She did not have the same access to the public sphere as her male counterparts. The men could enjoy streets, music halls, cafe, and travel, and so Mary Cassatt could only draw. That's interesting. I think of Impressionism as usually the famous ones are landscapes, aren't they? I'm thinking of water lilies. I'm thinking of Impressionist sunrise. Art landscapes. Then again, the ballet slippers that Degas drew. But these are people, and I'm not thinking, to my limited knowledge, which is in and of itself, like what is famous enough for me to know. I'm not used to seeing people and Impressionist works, so that's interesting. To me, here we go. The chic and understated attire of the navy dress, gloves, and bonnet contrasts with the garishly decorated interior. I would not have even noticed that. I would say they're dressed fancy and the house is fancy, but apparently they're not dressed fancy. I don't know that. The silver tea set takes pride of place. It is pretty featured there. Okay. Both women in informal poses. Yes, yes. A moment of disconnection. Here we go. Post-conversation between the two women. Awkwardness of the scene. All right. So there you have it. So that's the tea. We got to learn about that. It's not the tea that's meant when somebody says, what's the tea? They mean, hey, spill the tea. All right, dish. Let's hear some gossip. But also, what's the tea? It's a painting by Mary Cassatt. The next time someone asks me what's the tea, I'm probably not going to say, it's a painting by Mary Cassatt. But I might. I probably won't. But you never know. Yes. Next time somebody says, what's up? I might say it's the second ever animated film to be nominated for an Academy Award after Beauty and the Beast. I might say that. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Anyway, I had a lot of fun solving this one. I hope you had a lot of fun solving it. If you solved it, watching it, either way. And I plan to be back with more, and I hope you are back to watch for more. Please, 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 now is the time. If you are not yet a subscriber, subscribe. Click that Steve right there. Become a subscriber. If you are already a subscriber, share it on social media. Share it. Say, hey, this one's pretty good. Or just in casual conversation. Oh, you like crosswords? Oh, there's this dude, Steve. Check him out. Solve with Steve. Easy to remember. I hope to see you very, very soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.